Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. In today's video, because you guys seem to have liked my beginner video very much, I decided to do a part 2. So, I have here 3 designs that have only one thing in common, and that is they are super simple to do, and any kind of beginner can do it. And you probably already have these things, or maybe if you don't, might be something that you could look into and just use it in other purposes. Anyway, I'm gonna go through how to do each and every one of these designs. We're gonna take it a bit slower, and I'm gonna explain exactly what I'm doing step by step. All right, okay, let's get started. For the first design, I'm gonna go in with Innocence, with Candy Kisses, and Rubber Ducky, and the gold from the Classic Chromes palette. And I'm gonna go in with Rubber Ducky with one coat of that, thin. It doesn't have to be completely even. And then I'm going in with I'd Rather Be Shiny. Obviously I cured the Rubber Ducky, and I'm gonna cure the I'd Rather Be Shiny. Now try to cure it, try to play a little bit with your lamp and see how long do you have to cure it, because as you can see at the bottom of the nail there, I didn't cure the top coat enough, and that's because I know that in my lamp it's usually 15 seconds, but it also depends on the shape of the tip, because these are quite curved. That tip didn't get the same amount of light. I don't know, it just depends on every single style of tip, but yeah, we're gonna cover that anyway. It's gonna be really easy to cover it. And now I'm going in with another I'd Rather Be Shiny layer and curing that. And now with the 5mm brush, I'm starting to paint some shapes. It's really easy, and this is a really good exercise for the beginners to start learning how to do like proper corners, sharp corners and lines. I know it seems a bit more difficult, but it is more time consuming, but it's not difficult at all. Honestly, you can do it, and it's really, really easy to do it. And again, it's a really good exercise. And I'm not curing any of this. I'm just trying to make the color pretty even. But yeah, and you can do this easily because you don't have to match up to anything. You don't have to have two shapes the same or anything like that. You just basically do whatever you want. That's why these type of abstract kind of designs are so easy for beginners, because it just forms your muscle memory and gives you the ability to paint properly. And yeah, basically you just see me doing, different shapes, whatever I thought it looked good, I guess. I don't know if it did at the end. I mean, I liked it. I'm only saying that I like it. I don't really care if other people like it, do whatever you want to do. And now I'm trying to make that even as well. Again, I didn't cure any of this. And now with some clear acrylic powder, I'm just sprinkling that on the top, and I'm trying to get into basically all of that wet gel polish everywhere. So wherever you see like a shiny little bit of gel polish, you sprinkle some more, and then you leave it for a few seconds, and then you look again at it, because it might need a bit more to absorb. And of course you have to cure this twice. And now with the fluffy brush, after it's cured, you just remove that, and that's your nail done. Everything is perfect. I love it. Now for the next nail, I'm going in with Jungle Jive, Pear Drop, Pot of Gold, and Innocence. And obviously the ombre brush, because as I promised, I am gonna do a marble, and I'm gonna take this one slower. So I applied a layer of Jungle Jive just to make sure I have color all over the nail, because this is the best thing you can do, to give yourself a nice canvas. And now I'm putting the colors randomly in order in just a line, I mean, you see what I'm doing. It's not that hard. Just throw those colors there, and whatever you think it needs more. Like if you want a bit more white, you would put more white, and if you want loads of like gold like I wanted, just put more gold. And yeah, just do whatever you want to do. And now with that ombre brush, I'm just scraping, going through like a few colors at a time, and then just apply it on the nail. It's that easy. It's so easy. Unbelievably easy. I mean, I probably could have done a better job, but then again, I like it. I really, really like how this nail came out. So yeah, just scrape from different corners, whatever color you think you need. Like here I thought I needed a bit more jungle jive in the middle, so I went straight for that one, and then, the other ones were just there. And play with it however you want. I really love marble because it gives you such a great effect. There are never two nails that are exactly the same. And I don't know, it's really easy to do. And now going around the nail, and I advise you do that as well, and just make everything even because this is gonna be a bit bumpy. And my trick to make it less bumpy is apply the top coat. So I'm going with I'd rather be shiny here, and turn the nail upside down and leave it for a few seconds and then cure. Now for the third one, I'm going in with Innocence. God, I swear to God, I must use Innocence in every video. It's such a nice color. Obviously it's white, but it's so... I think I'm like almost out of this bottle. I need a new one, don't I? And now with some powdered neon powders, never mind. I am just randomly applying them on the nail. I'm not trying to blend, I'm not trying to do anything, I'm just randomly applying with a fluffy brush that is... Basically, I'm not using that brush for anything else, it's just for neons. So it's a very cheap brush. And now trying to like kind of apply it everywhere to make sure there is color everywhere, and just, dusting that off. Gently, dust it very gently. And now with Innocence and my 5mm brush, just start making shapes. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this design everywhere, because I remember this year in the beginning, this design was everywhere. But it's such an easy design, and I've done it so many times on my clients because it's so easy and so effective. People absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm just making some kind of like brick shapes, I guess. I don't even know, just some designs. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you do. You can do like animal print, you can do swirls, you can do circles, I don't know, whatever you want. This design is gonna work with it and is gonna look good, in my opinion. So yeah, just slowly going there. Again, this is a bit more time consuming, but it's not hard to do. That's the most important thing. None of these designs are hard to do, even though they're a bit more time consuming. At the same time, this really, really helps you again with your painting skills. Just holding that brush and trying to paint something, it doesn't matter what shape, that is gonna help with your muscle memory. So the more you do it, the better you're gonna become. And with this design in particular, the more edge you have at a certain thing, like the more raggedy and weird it looks, the better it looks in the end. So I'm not trying to make anything even. As you can see here, everything is really weird shaped, and but that's what is gonna make this design better. And you really need to have these like little squares or whatever, you need to have them packed in there, because the more surface you cover, the better it's gonna look in the end again. I'm not really good at explaining this, so I'm really sorry about it. And now I cured that fully, and with some like cleanser and a lint-free pad, I'm just removing those neon powders from all the crevices. And it takes a little bit of scrubbing, but do not apply a lot of pressure on this. Trust me, you just want to do it this gently. And yes, you can see that, I mean, it looks better in real life, to be honest. And under my lights, because they're so strong, like the yellow and the orange barely show. Okay, these are now done. As you saw, they are really simple to do. I've done these many times on clients because they're such a go-to design. It only takes you a few minutes to do them and it's worth it. Like, the actual finished result is so, I don't know, mind-blowing, I guess. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to purchase any of the products that I've mentioned, I'm gonna put a link with the discount code and everything down below. And yes, I will see you in the next one. Bye!